love chicken like I do, then this video is for you, because we're about to perform an experiment in the Zeelicious kitchen to see which actually tastes better between frozen chicken and fresh chicken. For the longest time, there has been a debate about it, but recently I came into new information that seems to suggest that frozen chicken actually comes with a lot of harmful things. Things have been done to the chicken that deteriorates its quality and makes it not very healthy for consumption. So from the processing to the packaging process, a lot of bacteria would have developed. And some companies even go as far as using harmful chemicals and preservatives to increase the shelf life of the frozen chicken, which now makes it very questionable. Are we actually eating healthy chicken when we eat frozen chicken? So I know that some people say it's quicker to get the frozen chicken and it's cheaper. But at the end of the day, in comparison to your health, is it cheaper? For real. So today's experiment is pretty much just going to help us decide which is cheaper and then which one tastes better. And then we're going to perform another experiment between frying and grilling to see if you can tell the difference between frying the chicken and grilling the chicken. So this is how we're going to perform the experiment. Over here on my countertop, I have 2 plates loaded with chicken. So the first one has fresh chicken that was killed at the market just yesterday. And the second one is frozen chicken that was bought frozen from the market. And then I'll now go ahead and cook each one with the same ingredients. I'll first of all start by boiling, then I will fry one part and grill another part. And then when we're done with the cooking process, I'm going to invite 2 guys from behind the scenes to come taste the chicken to see if they can tell the difference between the organic chicken and the fresh chicken, and if they can also tell the difference between the fried chicken and the grilled chicken. Again, remember that the whole reason we're doing this is because we are big on eating healthy and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And we know that one of the major components of eating healthy is to be sure and careful of what goes into our belly, and of course, to be mindful of our cooking methods. So this experiment is pretty much just to help you make the decision on what kind of chicken you want to continue eating going forward, after we've armed you with all the information that you need to have. Okie dokie. All right, so with all of that being said, let's get this experiment on the way. Which one tastes better, frozen chicken or fresh chicken? Let's decide. So like I said before, I'm going to be using the same ingredients to cook the 2 different types of chicken. So I'm going to walk you through the ingredients real quick. But just by merely looking at it, can you tell that this is actually the fresh chicken and this one is the frozen one? One medium-sized fresh chicken costs 9,800 naira, including the killing and the cleaning of the chicken. Now to the frozen one, which is about the same size, but if I'm not mistaken, the fresh one is actually more than the frozen one. But the frozen one costs just 7,000 naira. So frozen 7,000, and then the fresh one costs 9,800 naira, including the killing and the cleaning. So do your maths, right? So I'm going to be cooking the 2 different types of chicken with some seasonings here. I have curry, thyme, cumin powder, paprika powder, and some garlic powder. Then I have some onions, fresh garlic paste, and some atarodo, as well as some Knorr seasoning cubes and some salt. So I'm going to be using the exact ingredients to cook the frozen chicken as well. And for the frozen chicken, I'm going to be cooking in the yellow pot, and the fresh chicken I'm going to be cooking in the green pot. So remember, the experiment is we're going to boil the chicken first on the stove top, then we will fry a part and then grill the other part. And then whoever is going to come and taste the chicken will have to determine whether they can tell the difference between the fresh or the frozen, and if they can tell the difference between the fried and the grilled. Let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so starting with the fresh chicken, I'm going to transfer all the chicken pieces into the pot. And then just like I said, I will be seasoning with some garlic and atarodo, some onions, my seasonings of choice, and then my Knorr seasoning cubes, and finally a sprinkle of salt to taste. I'll add a little bit of water to this and then just toss things around with my hand just to mix everything together. So I'm mixing this all in. And one of the advantages of actually buying fresh chicken from the market is you get to have all of the chicken parts, the feet, the head, which you can actually use to make a very rich bone broth to enjoy and cook your meals with, and then even just drink as is, because it has a lot of health benefits to it as well. I'm definitely team fresh chicken anytime, any day. And the whole idea of this video is to get you to come on the fresh chicken bandwagon. So that's the fresh chicken done. I'm just going to go over to the yellow pot and then do the exact same thing with the frozen chicken. Okay, so the two different chicken types have been cooking nicely. This is the fresh one, looking good, smells amazing. I think it's soft now. I'm just going to turn off the heat, and then we look at the second one. The two chicken types are ready to go. It's time for us to grill and fry. So I'm opposed to frying. I do not like to fry anything, but for the sake of this experiment and because we want to see if there's a difference in taste between fried chicken and grilled chicken, on the oven tray which I have here, on one side I'm going to place the fresh chicken, and on the other side I'm going to place the frozen chicken, and then we would grill that in the oven until it is nice and brown, and then the remaining half of each I'm going to fry, and then we will continue with the experiment from there. Okay? So before we go ahead with the video, remember that we have an array of meal plans that you can choose from if healthy eating is of importance to you in 2025. Our meal plans comprise of a healthy meal plan, a high protein meal plan, a low carb meal plan, a diabetes meal plan, a detox meal plan. Just click the link in the description box down below to get more information about the meal plans and which one fits your dietary preference, and then go ahead, access it, download it, and start using it today. Okie dokie, let's get right back into the video, shall we? One thing I observed from cooking the two types of chicken is that the fresh chicken actually released a lot of its natural oil, but the frozen one didn't have as much of the natural oil as the fresh chicken, and the color of the stock is very different as well, as you can see. So with that being said, I'm just showing you the difference between the fresh and the frozen. We're done frying. The fried ones are over here, and then these are the grilled ones. At this point, I'm not going to review which is which so that my tasters will not know what is what, but I know what is what, and I would put a tag across so that you know what is what. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my tasters, and the first test or experiment we'll be performing is asking them if they can tell the difference between the frozen and the fresh chicken. And then the next experiment would be if they can tell the difference between the fried and the grilled for just the fresh chicken. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, let's do this together, shall we? I put the fresh chicken in the white plate and the frozen chicken in the black plate. Okay, so I have my happy tasters in the kitchen. These are some of the guys behind the scenes. So we have fresh and frozen chicken here. I'm not going to tell you what is. You are going to taste it and tell the difference between the fresh and the frozen. Okay? Pick one first. Which one are you picking first? Look at the way he's savoring it. Okay, this guy really knows how to enjoy. Don't finish it because Sylvester has to taste from it as well. Are you ready for the next? You're ready? Okay, so move on to the next. Do you know what the difference is? You already know.
Obviously.
I said obviously, but don't mention.
Okay.
Don't mention. Don't mention. Sylvester, your turn. Start with the white plate. Don't mention. Oh, you're still taking the drumstick. Okay. I know what is what. Are you ready for the next?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh.
Is it obvious as well?
Very, very well.
Okay. Before I reveal which is what, which one do you think between these two is the fresh chicken?
This is the fresh chicken.
And
Yeah, this is the fresh chicken.
and you?
This is the fresh.
Which one tastes better? Which one has a better flavor?
The fresh chicken has a better flavor.
the ingredients really
penetrated into
and the tenderness, the difference.
And they had the same cooking
difference.
time.
Yeah, there's a big difference in the tenderness of the chicken.
Is that
Yeah, this one is kind of strong.
Yeah,
This one is very soft.
very soft.
Very soft.
Very soft.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. Taste-wise, fresh chicken tastes a whole lot better than the frozen chicken, and the texture is quite different, even though they had the same amount of time to cook. So going forward, which chicken would you make your meals with?
Of course, the fresh one.
The fresh one. Are you sure?
Of course, it is.
Based on your pockets.
No, but we have actually also ascertained that for if the fresh one costs just 9,800 plus killing and cleaning, right?
I can kill myself. I can kill the fish myself.
So imagine if you can kill and clean yourself, the price will be cheaper.
Yeah.
Then the frozen one is just 7,000 naira. There's not a lot of difference. Imagine the flavor you're getting from this, and then of course the freshness, and you know that it is healthier and it is cleaner. There's no preservative in it, no chemical to preserve things. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So I personally would go for the fresh one anytime, any day, and you should go for that as well. Remember, the second experiment is we wanted to determine whether there's a difference in taste between the grilled chicken and the fried chicken, and we're going to be using only the fresh chicken for that. This is what the fried one looks like. They're going to taste the fried one, and then they will determine if there's a difference in taste. This time you're going first, or you can eat it together. So is there a difference in taste? So that is the grilled, this is the fried. Is there a difference in taste?
Yeah,
It's hard to tell, right?
Yes.
kind of.
It's hard to tell.
Right.
It's hard to tell, right?
Yes.
So if it is hard to tell, why do you keep frying your chicken in a lot of oil and increasing the calorie content and the fat content when you might as well just grill it and keep the calorie content low and the fat content low, and then you know that you're still eating healthy? So pretty much the experiment was just to show you that whether or not you grill or fry your chicken, you're still going to get the authentic chicken flavor, and they have confirmed it. Yeah. So it's not like it's coming from my mouth, the horse's mouth. These are the horses. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. So there you have it, guys. It's pretty obvious, and I like that we actually performed this experiment. Now you know that fresh chicken actually tastes way better than the frozen ones, and for health reasons, I'd advise that you always try to purchase the fresh chicken, because the frozen chicken has preservatives, chemicals, and lots of things have been added to it that's not very good for your body, just to elongate the shelf life. But the fresh one comes fresh. All you have to do is what? Kill and clean and then eat. That's it. So my advice is, from now going forward, take good care of your health by being mindful of what you consume and put into your body. And so go for the fresh chicken. And when it comes to your cooking method, guys, please, again, you heard from the horse's mouth. It was hard to tell the difference between the fried chicken and the grilled chicken. So if it was hard to tell, you might as well start grilling your chicken so that you can reduce drastically the calories and the amount of fat contained in the chicken. My job here is done. I'll see you again next time with another video. Until then, remember to continue to live a healthy lifestyle. Take care.